Hey everybody, Wildfire194 here again with our round 2 of our Dragon Ball Super Tournament this weekend at lovely Tempe, Arizona. It's showtime, sports cards and collectibles. On the left, we have our Vegito player on the Panini mat. His name is Flux. And with the Mecha Frieza leader on the right, on the Androids mat, we have Dominic. Both players are getting ready here, just starting with their opening hands, seeing what they want to mulligan, if anything. No, Judge handing out the BCC promos for the day. We're also doing tournament packs too. Those will be handed out next round. And trying to readjust the camera here because it was at an odd angle. So I noticed that in the last video, guys. Sorry about that. And thought I had it right, but apparently I didn't. So that does look better now. You got looks a little more straight. Alright, so looks like Flux has finally decided what he wanted to mulligan. Dominic here is ready to go. He's got his life out in his hand. Looks like Dominic is running the GT Mecha Frieza deck, which is supposedly can be either a 1 or 2 turn kill if it goes off properly. So this might be a really short game if Dominic can actually pull it off. And Dominic just wondering what his what Flux's leader does. So Dominic is relatively new to the game, from what I understand. Alrighty, it looks like everybody's ready to go. Looks like Dominic's going first. Charges his Dash Pack promo pan. And is going to... Oh, you can't attack on the first turn there, Dominic. Like I said, still a new player, so... Still getting a feel for the game. Alright, so it looks like he's just going to charge an energy and end his turn. So Flux charges a Vegeta for energy, which is basically 3 different colors. He plays out the Kind Saiyan Son Goku. Let's see what... I don't think he had anything. I think he whiffed, unfortunately. Which unfortunately happens. Alright. He's going to attack the Mecha Frieza with his leader. So he mills 1 card off the top of his deck. If it's a red card, the Vegito gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the... I think it's for the turn or the battle. I'm not really sure. But gives him plus... So he makes him a 15, and then Dominic does 2 Zenzu Beans to bring his leader up to 20,000 and takes 2 life. And that's one way for Mecha Frieza to use its effect, I guess. looks like Dominic's going to charge a Shugish. And then he's going to play out his Goku Searcher for GT stuff. 5, 6, and 7. So it looks like he's only got one. Basically, he's got two targets there, but both the same cards. So not much of a choice in this situation. Now let's see what he does here. Okay, so he's swinging in with the Mecha Frieza, I'm sorry. He was asking if he could activate that encouraging presence Manaka now, but I told him it's not an activate battle, it's an activate main, so he has to do it before he attacks. Or after the attack is done. So Dominic, Flux doing objection. And now playing another Kind Saiyan Son Goku. Looks like he does have a target this time. I think that's the only target he has. Now let's see what Flux plans to do here now. Looks like he's gonna swing leader to leader. Activate the effect, mills a red card, so it's plus 5,000. And he's just gonna make it a 20,000. Looks like Dominic's going to take the 1 damage. Now Dominic's finally getting his turn here. So he's not charging an energy. The thing is that with the GT deck, you don't need more than 2 or 3 energies. So swinging in for double strike. He's bringing him up to 20, 30, 40, and he's playing that out. As a judge, I just noticed that he wasn't awake and he played out a super combo, so I wasn't sure if he was down to 4 or not at the time when I was recording, so I was just checking. And then he's playing out his Victorious Fist Goku, which is a double striker. They're asking the judge about the ruling on the Victorious Fist. His auto effect. It's only once. It only activates once per turn, so he only gets. Since it's 25,000 now, it only goes up to 30,000 for both attacks. So. Looks like he's gonna take. Flux is gonna take the 2 damage, and then he's gonna attack again with the Victorious Fist, which is still a 30,000 double strike, which brings Flux down to 3 life now. See what Flux plans to do. Looking at his hand, he probably wishes he had at least 2 open energy, so he could have Mafubad that, but it's the one problem with this GT Mecha Frieza deck. You don't want to be tapped out against it, because it can do a lot of damage in one turn. So I think Dominic did, yeah, it looked like he did, what, 6 damage in that one turn with 2 cards? Basically 2 cards. Sure, he basically burned his whole hand to guarantee the first Mecha Frieza, and for some reason he hasn't awakened yet. Which I don't know why he chose not to awaken. I mean, I get why he didn't want to awaken the first time, because of he had double strike on this Frieza and he didn't want to lose the double strike. But after the attack was done, he could have awakened. I mean, he could have had game there if his top 2 cards was, say, a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Zenzubin. That could have given him game. But, again, like I said, hindsight 2020. Alright, so Flux doing an objection. Trying to think of what he wants to charge. So he's going to charge a red energy. And he's going to awaken with his leader. Draw 2. Flux pulling that the Dash Pack promo Goku, which is nice, but it's not going to help him all that much because he can't do the crit effect because he's only down to 1 life now. I don't know. If I was Flux, I wouldn't play any. I would try to kill that Victorious Fist. He has to kill that. He has to get that off the field right now, because if he doesn't, he's going to be in some trouble. It's either that or leave 2 energy untapped so that when Dominic tries to attack with it, he can Mafuba it. Okay, he's going to tap 3 for the Dash Pack Goku. Just 1 blue and 2 colorless. No. Telling him it's from the life, not the deck. He thought it was from the deck for some reason. So obviously he doesn't get his effect, or if he does, it's gonna be a suicide. Alright, looks like Flux has finally decided what he wants to do. He wants to attack the Victorious Fist Goku. He's going to drop 3 5k buffs, and nothing Dominic can do about that. He's got a Cold Bloodlust and another Victorious Fist in hand, so he can't actually combo anything right now. Not that obviously Flux knows that, but now Flux is deciding to actually awaken. 1, 2, doesn't really help. Well, he can stop it with the +5 now. But he still has the field one anyway, so. Yeah. Flux checking his drop to see if he has enough of the Gokus and Vegetas in there, which he doesn't. He only has a total of 5. And Dominic stopping the damage with the one Goku he has. And Flux ending his turn. Again, Dominic choosing not to charge an energy. It's one hell of a top deck. He's going to activate Manaka, giving his leader double strike. He's going to take a life for Planet Vegeta. Why would you go for that and not a Shugish? Unless he already had a Shugish in hand, but I didn't see one. I don't remember seeing one. Maybe he does. Yeah, he doesn't have one in hand, so why didn't he go for a Shugish? That doesn't make any sense. Looks like Dominic was in such a rush to get a certain card that he wasn't thinking about the other cards he could have gone for. Which actually, I just realized this with the Planet Vegeta, he actually could not actually go for that Victorious Fist, so that was an invalid target. So, yeah, actually, that was a big mistake there by Dominic. I just noticed that. Unfortunately, like I said, guys, these are pre-recorded, so I can't tell him of that mistake now, but looks like he's kind of going in for game here. So, which obviously this shouldn't actually be this big, but leader's pretty big. So 15, 20, 30, 40. Not sure. He's keeping them all stacked up, so I can't really see it. But let's see here. 10. So let's see here. 25, 35, 45, 55. And even without that Goku, I think Dominic was a 65. So that didn't make that big of a difference. Like I said, it was still a misplay on his part. Unfortunately, I did not catch that. I wasn't paying attention to this game in particular as a judge. As the only judge here, I wasn't able to watch these stream games the whole time, so I did not notice that misplay on his part. Hopefully, he sees this and he notices that mistake and he realizes it for next time. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Next video. Bye.